You know, when you agreed to let me be Jake's dad, I know you had certain expectations.
You love Jake, you're a good father to him. Those were my only expectations.
You know, look, whatever Elizabeth and I are going through, Jake needs consistency. That's what I'm trying to give him. He's obsessed with these toy trucks right now. He's already got like 20 of them. And he rolls them around the house all the time. Wants me to play with him. There's this particular blue one. That's his favorite. And he always gives me the other ones. You know, the red or the yellow. And he makes me race it against his blue one. And he always wins, of course. He's a good kid, Jason. He's such a good kid. I mean, he's been a joy since the day he was born.
So what happens next?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I know Elizabeth thinks that she needs me. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna do the right thing. For the boys. And for Elizabeth. Try not to choke on it.
I'm not in a position to give advice, so...
No, feel free. Everyone else does.
I would just say, tell the truth. Lying is how we all got here. It's okay, I know you're gonna do right by the kids.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, I mean, what took you so long?
It doesn't matter. Look, it's a good thing we decided to meet here. Sonny, he's still free on bail.
Wow. That's quite a coincidence. You agree to meet Jason right outside the courthouse just as Sonny's having his arraignment.
Yeah. I know.
Well, I guess we should be grateful. It's the little things, right?
I know you two broke into Sonny's warehouse and tried to rip off one of our shipments.
Hey, those are some serious accusations.
What the hell are you doing, Johnny? I mean, you know how this is going to end. You understand the risk that you're taking. But I'm not sure you realize what you're getting into.
Pretty face, all right? Is this a face that would brave bruises and bullets to steal from the mob?
It's a mistake to bring Ethan on board.
Whoa, whoa, did you not hear me? I am a simple bartender with an aversion to firearms.
You figured out of friendship and loyalty, Sonny wouldn't hurt Luke's son.
I stopped giving Sonny points for respect when I saw the way he treated my sister.
Okay, if you escalate this, Johnny, I cannot predict what Sonny's going to do. A connection to Luke's not going to save either one of you.
If you don't want to kill me, Jason, then don't.
Johnny, you're not thinking clearly. You're asking Sonny to retaliate.
I will be the first to admit that Claudia was no saint. But she was my sister, and Sonny's got to pay for what he did to her.
He's on trial for Claudia's death. How is that not paid back?
We all know that this trial is not going to be different than any of the other trials. We also know Sonny will not spend one night in prison. Think of it this way, Jason. Carly's given Sonny a lot of grief over the years. If Sonny did to Carly what he did to Claudia, you're going to look me square in the eyes and tell me you wouldn't kill him?
I'm telling you, John, to back off.
Mr. Morgan.
You alone, and do you have a minute?
I am alone, and I do have a minute, and I assume this has something to do indirectly with the box of fine Cuban cigars that fell into my lap. Sit down.
So you know what's going on?
Bits and pieces. You first.
Johnny Zakara has decided to take on Sonny.
Death wish?
Revenge for what happened to his sister. At this point, it's just a couple raids and a couple shipments. It's really no big deal.
Well, apart from the fine smoke to complement my good whiskey, why would I be interested?
Ethan. He appears to be helping Johnny. And Johnny has decided to use you and your relationship with Sonny to protect them from retaliation.
Well, it's not too stupid of him to think he can pull in a bulletproof partner.
Yeah, but the problem is, Luke, we know not everybody's bulletproof. Right now, like I said, it's a couple shipments, but Johnny's not living in reality, and this is bound to escalate, and that's when I'm going to have a real problem.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I want you to get Ethan out of the way before this gets ugly.
You're back.
Buenos dias, Mr. Morgan.
Do I know you?
I know you. How was Puerto Rico?
Thanks, hey, this is Claire Walsh. She's the federal prosecutor assigned to Sonny's trial.
Miss McCall was kind enough to let me in, and she didn't disclose any details about your trip. In fact, she didn't have to because the federal government pays close attention to your whereabouts.
What do you want?
This is really good coffee, by the way. You know, I expect nothing less from a premier coffee importer. You know what? I'm really glad that you're here because this is going to save me a lot of time. I'm not going to have to get a judge to issue a warrant for your arrest.
I have nothing to say without my attorney.
Would that be Diane Miller or Alexis Davis? You know, I'm not surprised you're well-versed in legal process. I mean, you've been through it often enough.
You said you were going to get a warrant for Jason's arrest. On what charge?
Failure to appear.
Failure to appear where?
In federal court. I'm calling you to testify at Sonny's trial. I can see Diane Miller and Alexis Davis just climbing all over each other and just saying, Mr. Morgan's not the one on trial here. And that's exactly my point. If you're not the defendant, you don't get to lawyer up. And hostile or not, you're gonna make the perfect witness.
How's that?
Well, you're a man of few words. I can count on yes or no answers. All I have to do is ask the right questions. You were present when Sonny threatened Claudia Corinthos. Were you there when that threat was carried out?
You can leave now.
You know what? You were on trial for murder. Twice! I mean, I pulled the transcripts. It's really, really very interesting. 2 different attorneys declined to put you up on the stand to testify at your own defense. Well, that's a luxury that's not going to happen this time. This time, the jury's going to hear from you, Mr. Morgan. And any attempt you make to protect Sonny is only going to make him look worse.
Kidding me? Was anything taken? Bernie, let me call you right back.
Hey. Sure you've heard by now about the attempted break-in at your building on Brooklyn Street?
Just got off the phone with Bernie. Were you the guy who chased him off?
Yeah, got shot at in the process.
Did you get an ID?
Bill Clinton. Max's Halloween costume of choice. It's a little early to be trick-or-treating, isn't it?
We know it wasn't Max.
Yeah, we both know who it was.
Appreciate the heads up.
Now, I'm not here to fill you in, Jason. I know that Johnny is pushing you. But if you move too fast, all hell is gonna break loose. And I'm here to let you know that it's my job to go after Johnny, not yours.
So Johnny took a shot at you.
No, those were warning shots. He just wanted me to duck and cover so he could get away. I want you to consider this my warning shot. You need to leave Johnny to me.
He's out of control, Lucky.
Can you blame him after what happened to his sister?
Okay, you know what? I know that you and your dad are kind of on opposite sides of the law, but if somebody was trying to take Luke down, what would you do?
Well, with all the people he's pissed off, I'd probably say that he deserved it.
Right. But would you stand around and watch?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I need more time, Jason. Let me handle Johnny.
Jax and I were having another fight about Sonny being a danger to our family.
Jack's got you this upset?
And Jack stormed away, and I knocked this over. It's proofs from Jocelyn's christening. It's Franco. He's still after you, Jason.